Okay. This is Newport News. I'm just making this video. Might be cringe, but those are some apartments over there that I was at before, and when I was on the run, and it was my friend Lauren, and we were over there because we were staying at the Motel 6 over there, and then we were with these two girls. They were trying to help us get some money because we didn't have any money, and there was all these guys with us, and I was taking ecstasy. I didn't like it. It gave me like the adverse effects, like the same way if I take an antidepressant I feel terrible. So I was having a panic attack. So like somehow I was like in another hotel room, and she was over there fucking all these guys all night, and I was just trying to take a shower, trying to be okay. And then okay, so I had no idea where I was at that point. I was like 17. I used to not know these streets for real, because I've never been able to really put things together in a navigation sense. Like once I started driving, people will think I'm not even from here. They think, how do you not know how to get around? But I just never did. So I would be lost. I'd be like, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm just at these apartments, or I'm just at the Motel 6. And she's from Yorktown, which is all the way back that way. So she didn't know anything either. And we were just trusting these people. And I mean, we had to, because we didn't have a car. We didn't have anything. We had I remember saying I got 50 cents at the start of when we knew we're on the run. We can't go home because we're 17. She was experienced with that kind of thing because she had been locked up in juvie every year since she was 14. So she knew the law. She's like, we're on the run. We can't go home. So then, there was this random cute black boy that looked like King Von, and I was like, hey, I don't know what I did. I just threw my hips around her. I don't know what I did. I just screamed because we were looking for a way to get money. And I saw him. I was like, oh, he's cute. And he looked like King Von would have looked when he was 19, because he had short black dreads. He was dark skinned. So he saw us, and I looked bad as fuck because I had bleach blonde hair, because I had extensions too, and I was thick and stuff. And then he came over to us, and there was this white boy that was with us too, and he was from Virginia Beach. He didn't know where he was at either, and he was I guess he was getting he unengaged. His fiance cheated on him or something, and he was about to pawn his diamond ring. And right before I saw this boy, so he was like, I guess I'll take the ring to the pawn shop so we can get another $40 so we can get another hotel room. So then the boy was like, oh, I know where we can go. We can go over here to those apartments back there that I was just showing you. Oh Lord, where a lot of Mexican people live there. But yeah, he was like, we can go back here to these apartments. And then we were living with his crazy, this crazy retarded looking girl. Looked with this crazy look. There's the strip club, Club Paradise, and and some strippers chased me over there one time. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to say strippers. I meant a crackhead was chasing me for $20, and I jumped the fence, and a bunch of strippers that were doing cocaine, they hid me behind their car door, and they were like, oh, you weren't lying, because they saw the crazy looking girl. She was looking for me, and she couldn't find me, and then because they hid me. Thank you to them. And then anyway, so continue with my story. So we go there. I'm thinking we gotta fuck all these guys, because I don't know how else they're gonna just let us stay. That used to be the mentality. Even if you listen to rap, that's the mentality. If you ain't fucking, get the fuck out. So that I didn't want to, but I figured that's what she was doing in the back room. And plus, I just stopped taking birth control, so I was on my period constantly. So she was in the back room with all these young looking black guys, and they were cute, but I didn't want to fuck them. And then I'm chilling with this ugly looking girl, and then she was like, oh, come to the laundromat with me. We go there, so we're kind of being friends. And then I'm just getting drunk. The white boy is he's fucked up. He took some psychedelics, and he's tripping. Oh, there's another strip club over there, and he was tripping. Nobody knew what he was talking about. He was kept falling asleep, and he kept mumbling stuff about stuff nobody knew what he was talking about. And he got a dolphin tattooed on the back of his leg the night before from these crazy people at the motel. They tattooed a dolphin with some stars on it on the back of his thigh. And then anyway, so I get drunk, and somehow I let this dude grab my titty. And look, that's where I was at too. And then the girl just tried to beat me up, and she dragged me out of the house. And that's where I was at. I'm going to tell you about that too. It used to be the Red Roof Inn. Yeah, she dragged me out of the house. I was crying because I hadn't slept in like 3 days. No lie. I was on drugs for like 3 days. I hardly ate anything. So I was just crying, and I'm like, why? Like, what did I do wrong? So the boy that I liked, he just randomly starts beating people up, and he gets thrown out. He just started fighting. Like, they were all these like YNs. They just started fighting, and then he gets kicked out, and I was there too, and then so I'm walking with him, and he's like, I'm going to my baby mama's house. I was like, well, I'm coming with you. And then this random car comes by, and I thought he knew them, but he didn't even know these people. It's like 30-year-old black men. So we get in the car with them, and he thinks that they just seem threatening. I think he thought that they were trying to lock him in, because he was like, why did you lock the door, or something like that. He unlocked his door, he opened up his door to the van, and we're on this street, but we're going faster. Like, oh yeah, I've been in like high-speed chases and stuff, everything on this street. And so if there's no traffic, it's like you can drive like 60. I'm going 40, but like, so we're going like 60 in the middle of the night, and there's that was like back there on J. Clyde, where there's like 4 lanes of traffic. He jumped out in the traffic. He could have got hit. So I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I was like, oh my god, turn around, make sure he's okay. He just jumped out of the car. They were like, you dumb bitch, shut the fuck up. Why do you care about this dumb little boy? You see how he just fucking jumped out into the traffic? He's dumb as fuck. Like, he's fucking crazy. The dude's like, they're like, he's just a fucking psychopath. He just jumped out of the car. And I'm like, I was just like crying. I'm like crying, like, I shut up. And then I'm tired. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm just sitting there in the car in the back. We're just driving all over the place. We are on the interstate, so then they give me some cocaine, so I sniff it, and then I just turned the fuck up. I started punching the dude and sitting in front of me in the head. I was like, you pussy bitch. I was just punching this shit out of his head and stuff. They were laughing at him. They were just laughing at their friend because he was getting punched in his head. And then I was like, where the fuck are we going? Let me the fuck out. I was like, let me the fuck out right now. Like, they were like, let this crazy bitch out of the car. And they threw me out of the car on the side of the interstate. Like, just straight on the side of the interstate. Like, on an exit. I had no idea where I was at. Like, because I saw the sign saying I'm going to Richmond. And I wasn't going to Richmond. I was like, I'm not going to Richmond. But, I don't know how to read the signs. You know what I mean? Like, the signs say you're going places you're not going. So that's why I started tripping. I started just going crazy. They let me out of the car. I had to climb through a swamp. I lost a flip-flop. A random white boy let me spend the night at his house. He was like stoked that I was like spending the night. But I was like not good. I tried to sleep, and my dreams were like nightmares, like a horrifying nightmare. I don't even know how to describe it because of the drugs I was on. I couldn't really sleep right. I tried to wash my mouth out so much. My mouth felt dirty because I had probably been getting fucked and stuff and don't even remember it. Like, most of the time I tried to stay. Me and Lauren stayed fucked up. Like, we were sniffing mixtures of cocaine Percocets and Xanax, and we would drink like so much liquor that the black men we were with that were like, they were in their 20s. They were like, damn, they're like, the liquor's already gone. Damn, these little bitches drink. Like, we would drink like 3 big bottles of the cheapest vodka and just be fucked up. And we were with this girl, LaDonya. But those dudes like kicked us out. Those were mine. Those were my niggas. Like, that like, my gang. Like, that I didn't want to leave them. But Lauren pissed in this dude's bed. And she ran outside crying. So they were like, she's a liability. So then they dropped us off somewhere and left us. And then, so that was when we found like those girls that like randomly just like picked us up, and they were like basically trying to pimp us out. So anyways, they were at like Cracker Barrel. And then like, alright, so back to where I was talking about. So now there was that crazy white boy. So anyways, the next day after I was with that boy, I looked through my phone. I looked at this sheet of paper where I had written down everybody's number I could find, or numbers I had just randomly gotten and stuff. And I don't even know these people because, like I said, I was so drunk that I don't remember anything. And I stayed at that hotel too. So, cause I used to like just live on the streets. I used to never go home. And anyway, so we would be at apartments and stuff. I wouldn't know who these people were. And like that's what would happen. Like I just got so drunk. We were taking e-pills. Sometimes I didn't feel bad off the e-pills, but sometimes I did. Anyways, I didn't know I was gonna talk this long. I was like, what am I even gonna say while I'm driving? I really wanted to like you to look at the streets, because what if like a bomb comes and everybody dies and then you won't even be able to see this. So anyways, that's the only reason why I'm filming. But I gotta put a bet in too. I have literally $14 and my checks are not coming yet. So like anything you try to do is like fucked. Like I try to get disability for being like mentally like disabled, because like I got punched in the head so much that I can't even like think straight. And but my doctor's appointment isn't until October, and it's January. That's 9 months away, because everything you do is totally fucked. So I'm gonna put phone down. So anyways, where was I at? Okay, so I find these random guys that were like in my phone, and I'm like, come get me. They knew who I was. I didn't know who they were. Just meet me somewhere, because you know who I am and you know where I was at, and you can help me figure out where I need to go to find my friend. So they do. They helped me, but they made me like, they were just really, really fucked up people though. But I ended up being left at where was it at? Like rallies, like outside rallies, and then I started walking across the street. There comes Michelle and Rachel. Found me. Like they thought I knew, like they had no idea what happened like last night. So they didn't know that like I was like kidnapped, and like I didn't even tell them. I just got in the car. I was just too tired. I just got in the car. And they drove me back to the apartments where Lauren was. And then there's that boy again that I liked, and he just wanted to fuck Lauren. The whole time he just probably wanted to fuck Lauren, because he did fuck me, but it wasn't even good, because I never used to want to fuck. Like I've never wanted to fuck, period. My whole life has been crazy. And anyways, so he just was over there, like, I don't think he ever did, but he was like, y'all are like magnets. Like it seemed like he was like mad that I showed up, like, cause it's just like I cock blocked him or whatever. He's like, y'all are like, or maybe not, I'm just making all this up, I'm just overthinking, but she was just like real ditzy. She was real dumb, because she used to like inhale air duster and stuff. But I was like dumb too, I guess. And then she's like listening to my iPod. It's like me, her, and the boy now. Once I got to her and him, like I don't even know where he showed up at. He was like, no, we literally ran into him. Like I find Lauren, and this bitch is like mad at me. She's like, what did you do to get kicked out? So I was just like mad at her for being mad at me. I'm just like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be my friend. This is how you're gonna yell at me. You don't even know what happened. I didn't even know what happened. She just like figured she would take the sides of the people she was with, because she was ready to just leave me. She was ready to leave me, because she was like, for real, she looked like she was older than she was, like, and her body did not look that good. Like, can you please get off me right now? You get on my nerves sometimes. Here, get off! Struggling. So anyway, like she was like my best friend though, that I just met at juvie, and then, but we were like twins. We both had like blonde hair, and then, so we stayed together. We didn't like separate. So she just was like, whatever, come on. I was like, oh, Rachel and Michelle were like, come with us, and so she had to come on with us. They didn't like those people either, I guess. That boy, I think, knew them, or I don't know if he knew them or not. If he just met them and told them, I don't even know what happened. So she just comes with us, and then it's like somehow just me, her, and the boy, and we're just like walking down the street. She's listening to my iPod, and she's like dancing, and she's like, oh, this is cute music. So me and the boy are just both like laughing at her. We're just like admiring her, and yeah. And then his pants were like ripped up for where he jumped out of the car, and he was still in the same pants. Had like a giant hole in his pants. So we're just like in the median. I think he left us. He had to like go somewhere. So then we got like I was like almost anorexic. Actually, I wasn't. Like I told you, I was thick, but like I wanted to be skinny. So I like wouldn't eat. Like we hadn't ate for 3 days, except for we got like pizza when we were over those people's house. We got like pizza and chicken wings and stuff. So then we're like gonna go to like get some food, and I'm like, I don't even want to eat all mine because like I'm trying to be like skinny. It's like I was so stupid. And then after that, we ended up, Michelle and Rachel would always like find us or something. Then we end up going to back to the Motel 6, and then that's when we find that boy that does tattoos, and he gave us tattoos. And then she got Forever Young tattooed on her wrist, and then she died like when she was still young. So anyways, I got a bird on me, and then that boy was like, we just like ended up breaking up with like Michelle and Rachel, breaking it off with them, being like, I told them I'm 17. They were like, oh, we can't work with you then, cause I was like, hi. I was just like told them the truth and everything. And then they're like, we can't do this anymore. We're gonna get in trouble. So they just like left us. And then so we were just with this boy, and they were like, him and Lauren were smoking crack, and I don't smoke crack. I was trying to call the boy, and he just didn't even care. The boy that I liked, he just like literally just didn't even care. He was just like probably with his baby mama. He's just trying to move on. I don't know. And then his name was TP, which is a weird name. So then we start like inhaling air duster while we're driving and stuff in the car. And eventually I was like, alright, I'll try it too. And then I tried it. It gets you really fucked up. And then we go back to the hotel, and the dude is like, he's wanted by the police for like destroying hotels, for like ripping them up and stuff, like breaking things. So he was like, we gotta use my dad's ID. Oh yeah, and we had to steal like a lot of steak to get money for like for this guy to buy the steak to like feed his dogs. And he touched our titties, which was creepy. And that was like an extra 100. So anyways, like we get back to the hotel. The police are knocking at the door. They're like, we know you're in there, Justin. Whatever his last name was. So he was like, whoa, they like know what my last name is. And then so we're all in the back corner, like sitting on the floor smoking cigarettes. And they're just like expecting to like go back to jail, I guess. They're just like, oh, that's where they live at. That's their true home. So they're just like expecting to go back to jail. I'm like, fuck that. Like, I don't live in jail. I'm free. Like a bird. So then, after I think about it for a minute, like, I'm not about to go back to jail. I climb across the floor. I look out the door and look out the people. No police. So I unlock the chain. No shoes on. I'm like fast as lightning. Come on. I just boom, shot down the upper hallway, slid down the stairs, jump, hop 3 steps down the whole flight of stairs. They follow me. I'm across the parking lot. Boom, jumping over fences like a ninja. I was like, boom, 6-foot fences. I'm throwing them under me. I'm like light as a feather because I hadn't ate nothing. I didn't eat shit. And I used to be a gymnast. And I'm a Leo, so I'm a ninja. So, and the power of the Lord was in me. So it was crazy the way I was flying over the top of the fences. I still am amazed at it because Justin would go through there was one fence that was like broken. He was jumping, and this was the hotel I was showing you. That I said used to be Red Roof Inn. It was Red Roof Inn when we were staying there. So then, like, he was like going through the broken part. I'm flying over the top of the fence, and then Lauren is back there. She got all this stuff with her. So then she's like, Liz, help me. Elizabeth, help me. She couldn't get over the first fence, so I had to go back and grab the stuff and help her over. And then, boom, I flew right back over all the fences. Then we're like walking in the streets of this like neighborhood behind the hotel, and then she's like, Elizabeth, you're so stupid, you ran away with no shoes on. What are you thinking? Like, she's so mad. She would get so mad randomly because she's like a drug addict, and she'd just be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you run away with no shoes on? So then Justin's like, she saved my life, leave her alone. And then like All right, so we're thinking about what to do next. And then we're like, well, we got to get the car. So, like, they're like, well, Elizabeth, you would not get in as much trouble as we would if you get caught. So you have to go pick up the car. So then I'm like, okay. And I got to go because I got to put my bed in.